This week's episode is sponsored by the following.
Salutations, wrestling fans. Welcome to Superstars of the Ring. I'm your CCW pitchman, Donnie Harris Jr., and we begin this episode with a matchup between the Dirt Road Giant, Colby Country, and the Violent Gentleman, Miles Blackwell, that took place a few weeks ago in Palatka, Florida. Miles Blackwell, by that time, already had several of his Diamond Exchange compatriots that had made it into WRESTLEBASH 30 on August 28th in Blackshear, Georgia. And Miles Blackwell was determined to also be on that card, and a victory over the Dirt Road Giant Colby Country could punch his ticket. The question was, could he get the job done? Let's go back to Palatka, Florida a few weeks ago and find out.
And all of you watching on the World Wide Web, let's get ready for some wrestling! Our first match this evening is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Being escorted to the ring by his manager, Ryan Bullock. Coming from Manchester, England. This is the Violent Gentleman, Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Brian Blitz, and if I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. I am the Executive Director of Diamond Exchange Industries, LLC. 1 month from now, right now they can't afford decent equipment. What is it? No, I'm talking. What is going on?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a capacity crowd here in Palatka, Florida for Superstars of the Ring. Jimmy Rosendorf here ringside with Donnie Harris Jr. And we couldn't have more different people in the ring right now than what we do.
Yes, Colby Country from the hills of Kentucky, the Violent Gentleman all the way from Manchester, England. And Jimmy, you know, I'm going to say, I think national relations are kind of at a standstill right now.
No, of course, Colby Country's always a happy guy, always going for the handshakes. Violent Gentleman trying not to succumb to that, but Colby Country's just too nice of a guy. Made sure he got his handshake.
Yeah, and, you know, big guy, too, Miles Blackwell. I was going to say, got him up in the scoop. See, and Jimmy, this is just the strength of Colby Country. I hear he doesn't even work out. It just comes naturally to him. What my mama would call farm-bred strong.
He's got that corn-fed country strength. Probably doesn't know how strong he is. Easily sets the Violent Gentleman up on the top rope. Oh! Shoulder block. Violent Gentleman can't do anything right now against Colby Country. Quickly gets to the outside. Has to regroup as the crowd is loving what they see from the Dirt Road Giant.
Miles Blackwell taking a little breather here. Maybe get some coaching there from Brian Blitz, but I don't know what Brian Blitz. How do you prepare for an opponent like Colby Country?
I have no idea what you can do to get ready for somebody the size and the strength of Colby Country, but you know that Diamond Crust and a Deviant, Brian Blitz always has a trick or two up his sleeves.
And I think this crowd, you know, really getting behind Colby Country just really speaks to the man's like, and ouch!
And again, there's nothing you can do once he decides to throw that power around, throw that weight around. There's not much you can do. Again and again, slams him down to the mat. And you can see the frustration right now on the Violent Gentleman's face because he just does not know how to start chopping down this giant.
Well, Miles Blackwell is in a very unique situation here is because Miles Blackwell, you know, is no small person in his own right. You know, sending, telling over many wrestlers here in the locker room. He's used to just being able to impose his will and strength alone, not really having to go to that repertoire of moves that is at his disposal. But, I mean, you know, what move, what hold, what luck you put on a man as big as Colby Country?
I don't think if there is one, I don't think man knows it quite yet. But listen to the crowd getting behind the Dirt Road Giant Colby Country here in Palatka, Florida. Violent Gentleman making his way back into the ring, being more hesitant each moment. Oh!
See, now this is a good strategy by the Violent Gentleman. Hit the legs. Those are the easiest targets. If a man can't fight, he can't stand. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. In Colby Country, I don't think he's used to being off his feet. All right, working that left leg again. This is excellent strategy by Miles Blackwell. And taking a little time to taunt the crowd, though, it seems.
And if Blackwell can consistently find that range with those kicks, they might be more annoying than anything right now to the Country. But look at what he's doing. They're repeatedly going down, chopping down the big man, and straight to the face with a violent kick.
The Dirt Road Giant is on his back. Colby Country's going for the... Violent Gentleman is going for the pinfall there, but did he even get a one, Jimmy?
No, just once again, as Violent Gentleman gets into it with the crowd here in Palatka.
Violent Gentleman not doing our public relations any favors right there.
No, not at all.
All right, Colby Country is back on his feet, although that left leg has got to be feeling it.
Yeah, those first few kicks were probably more of an annoyance to Colby Country, but at this point, that bruise is starting to be building, those welts have to start to be building on the leg of Colby Country. Going to the eyes. If he can't see, he can't fight, and that might be the great equalizer here on Superstars of the Ring with Miles Blackwell. Ooh, into the corner. And once again, Miles Blackwell trying to find some breathing room, trying to find some space, trying to catch his breath, because he cannot build sustained offense against somebody the size of Colby Country.
Well, I mean, you know, getting on the outside's all fine and dandy, Jimmy, but if you're on the outside, you can't fight, you can't get the pinfall, and this is set for a 20-minute time limit, and the time limit expires, you know, it's just a draw, we don't have a victory, and I don't think that's what Brian Blitz wants for his client. He needs to get a victory here, because a victory could set you up for a big match at WRESTLEBASH coming August 28th in Blackshear, Georgia.
And a beautiful clothesline there by Colby Country, and another one by Colby Country, and as we know, if you get the win, you get the winner's share of the purse, get more money, and that's one thing that Brian Blitz loves more than anything.
You know, just manhandling the Violent Gentleman, it just comes all so easy to the Dirt Road Giant. I wouldn't even say he was running when he did that clothesline, more like just a brisk walk.
I think that's the scariest thing about Colby Country, is just the sheer ease of his power. And once again, another thing that's scary for other wrestlers is the crowd support. Oh no!
Oh!
And a low blow!
Well, Jimmy, I do not like this at all. Brian Blitz distracting the referee. Yelling gentleman using several dirty tactics. He's got Colby Country. Can Colby Country kick out?
And that is it. Miles Blackwell. Miles Blackwell steals a victory from Colby Country, and he gets out of here like a bandit. But once again, the Diamond Exchange find a way to come up on top.
Well, Jimmy, I don't like it, but it is in the record books. If the referee didn't see it, it did not happen. That diamond-encrusted deviant and his charge get away with another victory here in CCW. Miles Blackwell getting the job done, but as you saw, he had to resort to the cheap tactics that the Diamond Exchange is so well known for in order to get the job done. And speaking of the Diamond Exchange, Shooter McGee, also of that faction, was as well in action in Palatka, Florida, and he took on the Top Rope Academy graduate Kendall Collins. Kendall Collins has been making a bit of a name for himself here in CCW since his debut, and Commissioner Justin Taylor wanted to make sure that that young man was provided with each and every opportunity to show off the skills that he has learned in the Top Rope Wrestling Academy. And so he pitted him against multiple-time tag team champion Shooter McGee. Could Kendall Collins etch out a victory and start making a name for himself over an established veteran such as Shooter? Let's go back to Palatka and find out.
To the ring by Brian Blitz, who representing the Diamond Exchange, this is Shooter McGee!
Superstars of the Ring Continental Championship Wrestling. Jimmy Rosendorf here at ringside, along with Donnie Harris Jr. And tonight we have Shooter McGee representing the Diamond Exchange, getting taken over right now by Kendall Collins, Thunderstruck Kendall Collins, an impressive newcomer here to Continental Championship
And
Wrestling.
Jimmy, this surprises me because Shooter McGee has a pedigree in shoot-style wrestling, former collegiate and scholastic wrestler, but yet the rookie Kendall Collins imposing his will on Shooter McGee right here.
And it's interesting because, just a punch to the face. And another clubbing blow to the back.
Perhaps I spoke too soon. Shooter McGee gaining back control of this matchup. Kendall grabbing Kendall Collins there by the hood.
And Kendall has a bit of a quick rivalry building right now with the Diamond Exchange as he gets shot off the ropes. And
Well, I can say Kendall Collins knows how to pick him.
Have a quick pin here. Kendall Collins able to show some resiliency there, and Shooter can't already believe that he didn't get the victory. Going right back to a pin.
Well, you're not going to put the young rookie Kendall Collins out quite that quick. And Shooter McGee should know this. He is a veteran of the Ring Wars, former tag team champion multiple times, members of the Diamond Exchange.
And as we saw in Kendall Collins' debut match, as he's struggling to catch his breath right now, he learned firsthand just what it means to go against the Diamond Exchange in a losing effort to Miles Blackwell.
You know, and once again, just another example of the dirty tactics that the Diamond Exchange is willing to employ. Shooter McGee putting that boot right there on the neck of the young rookie Kendall Collins. And you know, if a man can't breathe, he can't fight.
Just wrenching the arm out of Kendall Collins. And you can see the pain etched across his face as he continues to get just his arm worked over and another elbow right there to the point of the elbow. And
Shooter McGee showing those submission skills that I made reference to. Said former scholastic and collegiate wrestler, well versed in mat work here. Just imposing his will on Kendall Collins. Can Kendall Collins power out of it though, Jimmy? That is what I'm wondering at this point.
And it's going to take a lot. And it looks like right now that Kendall's able to start fighting back, but boot to the gut just takes him right back down. Shooter McGee.
Collins trying to make a comeback there. Shooter McGee saying no, and once again the boot back on the throat.
Shooter McGee, you can call him a bulldog, call him a pitbull, whatever you want to call him. He is relentless when he steps between those ropes and takes it to his opponent.
You know, and Kendall's at a real disadvantage there. Not only is he dealing with a winged veteran like Shooter McGee, you got that diamond-encrusted deviant Brian Blitz on the outside.
And right as you call it, Brian Blitz getting involved, choking Kendall Collins as the referee.
Brian Blitz earning his paycheck right there, giving his client Shooter McGee a chance. Can he capitalize on it though? No, Kendall Collins perseveres.
Looks like the referee may have been a little bit out of position there. Took him a minute to get the pin going. That may have been enough to give Kendall the chance to catch his breath. And another clothesline just sends
While
Kendall
he caught it,
Collins
it's
to the
been
mat.
knocked out of him. Kendall Collins back on the mat once again.
Collins once again able to show that fighting spirit, able to keep this match continuing. If there's one thing we know about Kendall Collins is that he is resilient and he will continue to fight until he can fight no longer. First into the corner, beautiful drop kick.
Kendall Collins, a perfect example of the Top Rope Wrestling Academy.
And another beautiful drop kick.
No. We're good in this part. Windows are locked. Doors are locked too. All right. Yeah. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to apologize for that interruption. It seems that the mysterious attacker that has been plaguing our organization has made his presence known, and hopefully we can get him before he makes another escape. Ladies and gentlemen, since you did not see the matchup in its entirety, allow me to inform you that it was a no contest between Shooter McGee and Kendall Collins. thanks to the interference by Miles Blackwell. And CCW Commissioner Justin Taylor, who I was just on the phone with, decided that it would be Miles Blackwell taking on Kendall Collins on August 28th in Blackshear, Georgia at WRESTLEBASH 30. Of course, that's just one of the many matchups we have for that event. We also have the Battle of the Titans. Cody Knight taking on Cobra Singh. The World Tag Team titles are on the line as defending champions Chris Turner and Mike Anthony take on the members of the Diamond Exchange, Daniel Anderson and Shooter McGee, in a no-holds-barred matchup. Of course, we also have our main event, the three-way battle for the belt, as the world champion Darion Drummond defends his title against both Landon Cruz and Cecil Andrews. We currently do not have a challenger for CCW Southern States Champion Gino Adonis, but keep checking our Facebook page and keep checking our website ccwrestling.biz for who that's going to be, as well as more info regarding everything here going on in CCW. For everyone here in Continental Championship Wrestling, I'm Donnie Harris Jr., and we'll see you next time. Justin. Hey, yeah, listen, I just finished up. No. Are they here yet? All right, good. All right, maybe we can find him.